Right, do you want to tell us what you've been up to over the past couple of months with your new challenge?
Okay, I've been part of BOAT, which is the Boa Theatre Company, and I've been taking part in Macbeth, which obviously is a Shakespeare play, a tragedy. I've got the part of Seaton in that, which is only a minor role, but we've kind of changed it up a bit, and we've been rehearsing that to perform it at the Old Rep.
So how long have you been working on the Macbeth theme?
Probably about 4 months. Like, there was an audition to begin with, and then we rehearsed in the holidays and every week after school. We started off like improvising with the scenes and doing freeze frames of the scenes so we understood it, and I did my research at home so I completely understood the play, because it's important in Shakespeare to really know everything about it because there's so many hidden themes, and that's one thing I learned through the process. And so we worked on the themes and understanding it, and then we'd see what our reaction to it was, like through creating our own scenes and doing little exercises. Like we both had to hold a pencil on our fingers and move around and see how the power affected each other, because we wanted to work on the dynamics of all the different characters and say how I was compared to Macbeth and how I was to Lady Macbeth and then Lady Macduff, who were killed, to see like how the effect of someone's status affected me.
And who helped you with this? Who was helping you with this?
McClelland, he's a director at the Young Rep and at the Birmingham Rep, and he taught us how. A major thing he said was about in Shakespeare's day, all the actors would have been so fit because like they'd have had to walk on cobbles, and they were just overall a lot more fit than the people of today. So we had to do a lot of like exercises to get us up to that standard, and we had to. It was like our voice is an instrument in our body. We had to do all these exercises like vocal warm-ups and everything, things that like you wouldn't normally expect to do, to make sure that we were at the top of our game so we could give Shakespeare justice in our new version.
Tell me about how this Shakespeare approach to Shakespeare was so different to what you'd been doing before.
Well, I'm used to doing like musicals, and with them it's usually you get what you're given. So you've seen a musical before, it's the same storyline. People don't tend to change it up as much, but because it was Shakespeare, you have to change it up to make it appeal to an audience, because it's been done so many times that you have to give a new flavour to interest people. And I think that really inspired me, because I love to bring a new thing to something, so I don't want to just do the same as like, if I did a musical here, someone else might do the same musical and not that much difference, but you have to use your own creativeness to change it up in order to make it your own. I took the idea of the cyberpunk theme in Macbeth and changed my character into more of an assassin rather than a typical murderer or messenger, and I changed it into a woman to begin with, and then I looked at other modern assassins and saw like the kind of stuff they wore, and I ended up wearing all black with like a cape and had guns, like holsters on my legs and stuff. So we're making it more of an edgy character rather than just like, because to begin with the character didn't really speak much, and at the end it still didn't speak much, but I managed to get it into a lot of the scenes as it was like a presence. We wanted the audience to feel uncomfortable whenever the character came on stage, as a warning that something bad was going to happen, because you knew when Seaton, my character, was going to be there that someone was going to get murdered or bad news was. Showing my new work to a public audience was such a nice experience, because people didn't expect it to be like that. People came thinking, oh, it's going to be Shakespeare, it's going to be boring, and then like, everyone like loved the whole performance and the new take on it, and a lot of them said it was quite scary, but a lot of them commented on how when I came on stage as my character they did feel scared, and that they were shocked at like how major my character was, even though it only had several lines, and like you wouldn't even know the character's name, but like what a difference it made having me on stage, and how the assassin kind of character just changed everything up, and everyone said they really liked that, and they were like shocked, like it wasn't me. said it was a completely different person. A lot of people didn't recognise me because I had my hair dyed black for it. So they're like, that was you, oh my god, you were so scary. On stage, as the character, I felt really in control, and it's weird because I didn't get nervous because my character was so in control. I had to be in control and calm and like just walk on with that presence, and I felt like it's cheesy but belonged there. Like I was supposed to be there to keep everyone under control, and it just showed me that I just have to do this. I just love performing, just being on the stage.
How's that going to influence you in your future work, do you think, all that you've learned?
It's prepared me to know how to go about dealing with texts that are maybe unknown and a bit confusing to you, and how to deal with them. And it showed me that I really do like Shakespeare. Like I'm going to go see a lot more of his work, and I'm going to read more and just find out more about him, so that'll prepare me for like, a lot of auditions. You have to have Shakespeare monologues, and it showed me that I just want to do straight acting. Like I do like doing musical theatre, but acting is the path that I've got to go down. I think that's where my heart lies.